for weeks. Rachel, stand by.
I'm ready.
Because these are so good. Mr. Rastelli, I'm so glad you brought these back. One of my favorite Christmas and June, July items. We're saying June and July since we're straddling both months. This is a product that is all made by hand. This is going to start with a medallion of filet mignon, not sirloin, not any other type of meat. This is filet. On top of the filet is a duxelle sauce, or a paste almost, of mushrooms, garlic, red wine, shallots, and then it's all wrapped up in puff pastry and baked in the oven. But here's the best part. You're going to bake these at home from frozen. You're not going to have to go through all of the work that Ray's staff has to go through to make these. Ray, in an unguarded moment off the air the other night, told me, he said, my staff gets very angry this time of year. I said, why do they get angry? He said, because they have to make all these by hand.
Yeah, it is true.
This is so lovely to see you, sir.
True. It's great to see you, David.
Now, we've already been very popular with this item in the show. In fact, we've already had over 400 just in this show ordered. You're getting 6 of these, and each one is 8 ounces. This is a big center of the plate meal.
It is, David.
And before the presentation, 600 smart foodies found it online.
Oh my goodness, they were very
smart.
So
now 1,000 have been ordered total.
Very smart.
Oh my heavens. Now, tell us about the Wellington.
Well, first, David, the staff realized we only do this twice a year. We do it right now in Christmas and July, and then we do it just at the holidays. So it is a very tedious process. We've taken a filet mignon, the Black Angus, beautiful center cut filet mignon. It's not a medallion, it's a nice size filet. And then what we do, and I'm going to show you actually on the butcher's table there what we do, but this is what the end result is that you're going to see once you put it on your table. We take that beautiful filet mignon, and once it's completely aged, in Black Angus, aged for 28 days, we've taken all the fat, everything off it, so that when you bite into it, this is that same great experience you'd have at a restaurant. Now, I will also tell you, David, very few restaurants even do the filet mignon Wellingtons anymore because
it's so
they take so much time.
Labor intensive.
It is so labor intense, and it starts with that filet mignon, but then it comes down to the portobello duxelle, right? And as you mentioned,
so shallots.
Everything you see in front here, David, is what goes in there. We've got portobello mushrooms, we've got shallots, we've got garlic, we've got a little bit of onion, and of course some herbs, special herbs, but it just gets reduced.
And red wine.
Red burgundy wine, and it takes some time to get this reduced, but once this is completely reduced into more of a paste, as you had mentioned, I'm going to show you what we do with it
and
right
this is low and slow. This is not a fast and high situation.
Yes, because we've got to get it to be somewhat of a paste.
Because that garlic can burn. You want it to go very slowly.
Exactly. So we start with the filet mignon. You can see this is our filet mignon, completely trimmed, aged for 28 days. So those of you who've loved our filet mignon, this is that same filet, but here's what we do with it, and this is really where the work comes in. We take that beautiful center cut filet, we place it right on that puff pastry, and you can see it's a good size. Remember, these are 8 ounces a piece. We then take that portobello duxelle, David, and we just drop it right on top of there.
Extra duxelle for me, please.
Extra duxelle right on top of there, and that makes for just a duxelle that melts into it. Remember, I always talk to you about the filet mignon. It's so porous that it just melts in. And then this is where our staff goes crazy. They realize they've got to then take that, once it's got to a certain temperature, they've got to pull that beautiful puff pastry that's going to be incredibly tasty when you do that, and they turn this into a beautiful topped bow. Now, I will tell you, they do a lot better at that job than I do, but that's an idea of what it looks like.
And they're all individually packaged.
They are all individually vacuumed just like this, because you're going to, as you mentioned, David, right from frozen. So here's how simple it is. You saw how much work it takes for us to make this for you, but here's how easy it is at home. When you take this package from frozen, just take it out of the package, put it on your baking sheet, parchment paper. Now, I always like to use a little bit of egg wash on top, David, because I want to get a little more brown.
And it makes it glossy.
It makes it glossy. And it just, when you bring this out to the table, I'm going to tell you, it's your centerpiece. But that's how simple that is. Out of the package, parchment paper. Now, I've got my oven set at 425 degrees. And that's as simple as it is. Drop it in your oven for about 28 to 30 minutes. Use a thermometer. When the internal temperature gets to about 110 to 115, Pull it out, let it rest for about 10 to 12 minutes, and what'll happen is in 10 to 12 minutes, it will cook another 15 to 20 degrees. So it'll get to about 135 degrees, which is just the perfect temperature for me. If you want it a little longer, just leave it in a little longer.
Leave it in a little longer.
Yeah.
And you bake it from frozen. This
Right from
is
frozen.
a bite I've been dreaming about for weeks. Melts in your mouth. That duxelle is so full of flavor.
Isn't it wonderful?
Oh my word. And then the puff pastry, hello. This is the best thing in the world. And something, I don't know if you've broken it to your staff yet, but we have auto delivery.
Yes.
So you can do an initial shipment of either November or December, November the 4th or December 9th. And then if you go with auto delivery, you'll get your first shipment for holiday, either November, December. Then your second shipment will come in April of 25 in time for Easter, and December of 25 in time for Christmas. Now, we only offer this during Christmas in July and for the holiday season because these are so labor intensive. They're all made by hand.
They are each one by hand, and you saw how much labor it took for us to actually create this filet, aging it for 28 days, getting that duxelle just at the perfect consistency. But all you've got to do is right from frozen. These just came out of the oven at 425 degrees. After about 28 to 30 minutes, we've got the internal temperature at 110 degrees. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cut one of these, David. And you'll see they come right off of your parchment paper. Recommend using the parchment because it just makes it simpler for you to actually take that product off of there, right?
And we'll cut into this one and show you all of that filet duxelle goodness.
Think about what that is going to be on your dinner plate, right? Or on your centerpiece around the holidays or a special occasion, right? So but all you've got to do is just go right through this beautiful filet. I want you to see right out of the oven.
Okay.
Look at how beautiful that is.
Rachel, you hungry? Have you ever had these Wellingtons?
No, I've never had a Rastelli's Wellington, and I've heard you talk about how wonderful they are.
It's one of my most favorite items, and this is going to, Mr. Rastelli, you know Rachel.
I do, Rachel.
And I called her by the wrong name earlier. And,
It's okay.
And so this is lovely. We've got the puff pastry, the duxelle, the filet, all of it.
Oh my goodness, are these clean?
There's a clean fork
Yeah?
right there.
On the-
Here you go.
on
We
the,
can scoop this
table
piece.
there,
I got you a TV bite there, Rachel.
Wow, thank
So
you.
you've got a little bit of that puff pastry, the filet mignon, and of course that portobello duxelle.
Okay.
That
I mean, it's holiday.
Okay.
When you have had beef Wellington, I mean, you have just died and gone
Wow.
to filet heaven.
That is special. That's all I can say. The one word is just a special bite. And having this, I mean, I can just imagine if I sat down at a table and this was placed in front of me.
Yes.
It's just a celebration.
Now, Mr. Rastelli paired this with some salmon,
Oh, that's great.
little surf and turf.
Yep.
Lovely. Right here is the pairing with the salmon. Lovely. And over 1,000 in this show. I'm going to get there's going to be a lot of DV in the TV. Wait a minute. Y'all hang on. This camera right here, this one, you all need to buy this Wellington. This is that good. I mean, there are good items and there are extraordinary items. This is extraordinary stuff. Don't miss these Wellingtons. They are amazing. Okay, that's it. All right, so.
I have to have another bite.
Please,
And
of
then I'm going to
course.
go tell everyone in the chat how amazing it is. You don't have to give me a small bite. I'll take a big bite. I know.
Forgot you were
You're
going
being
over.
kind for
She's
me.
learning
You're
to
being kind.
chipmunk, too.
Yes.
She can put it right in the side
One
of
on
her
one
cheek.
side and one on the other side.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you.
Oh, please. And you're lucky, after the presentation's over and I go to present something else, if there's more left, you can have some more.
Amazing.
And I'm sure there'll be plenty left. Now, we only offer this during Christmas and July and holiday season, right?
Yes. Yeah, everything done by hand, and it's what makes it so special. This is the kind of thing you really wouldn't do at home. Most restaurants won't even do it anymore either because it takes so much time and energy. But it is very special. When your guests sit down, first of all, the presentation at the table is going to be absolutely amazing.
This is so good, it should be illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Now, I need to let you know that we're delivering this either November 4th or December 9th. If you want the December ship week, it is more popular, and we only have 5,600 available. The fact that you were able to get the staff to do that many is surprising to me. This is a remarkable opportunity for everyone to bring home 6 8-ounce beef Wellingtons, frozen, cooked from frozen, 1,500 in this show. And add that to the 600 people that found it before the show began.
Oh my goodness.
That's 2,100 since we made this available. And this is the first time ever on the big deal offered as a big deal.
It is, and very, very special. You know, it's become a tradition here now with us at QVC to be able to bring this here. And David, this is the only place we do this, right? We don't do this in the butcher shop.
If Mr. Rastelli went to his staff and said, we're going to do this for every one of my customers, they would probably all walk out.
They would.
Yeah. This is lovely. Sir, can you cut a little corner of that for me?
I absolutely will.
I would love it. Oh, this is delightful.
And it just starts with the filet mignon.
It melts in your mouth.
Yes.
It's so good. You will get cooking instructions.
Yes.
So if you're concerned about cooking these, because you know what, you're investing in beef Wellingtons, you don't want to mess them up, right? This is simple. It's easy. They cook from frozen. You've taken all the hard work out of it.
That's it. You know what I love also about it? Think about that holiday center plate. This is absolutely beautiful. So these are the 6. They can all go in the oven at the same time, right? All on parchment paper. We put a little bit of that egg wash on top. And in 30 minutes, I've pulled this out. I've put it on a plate. When I bring this to the center of my dining room table, it's almost too pretty to eat, and your guests are going to wonder what is it.
Everybody sits up a little straighter, don't they?
Yes, and how long have you been actually slaving in the kitchen to actually do this? Right from frozen, you're going to take it out of the package, you're going to put it on that parchment paper, oven it 425 degrees for 30 minutes. You're done.
Can you imagine this for Christmas dinner?
Oh.
I mean, you have family that you don't sit, or in-laws and outlaws, don't judge, we all have them. This is going to be important because you sit down to your holiday dinner and they bring out a platter of Wellingtons, Filet Mignon Wellingtons, and you know right away it's impressive. And then you slice it open, you see how juicy and how tender and how succulent every bite will be. You will lick the plate when people are not looking. That is what is so good about these. I can tell you that over 2,000 in this show. If you want December 9th, I have 5,200, but we don't offer this throughout the year, so it's important to know that you want to get yours now while the getting is good. Go ahead and earmark your set either for November or December. It's December the 4th, November 4th. December 9th. And the date usually changes every year by a few days. This is what makes it so impressive and so important. Everybody is really looking to add something special to their dinner table for holiday 2024.
Yes, and you know, whether it's for the holiday or whether it's a special occasion, because they're all individually vacuum packaged this way, these are going to hold up in your freezer for a year. So you can pull them out at any time, any special occasion, Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever is really special, because these are really, really special. Only twice a year we do it, and we only do it here for QVC, David.
And Mr. Rastelli has lots of customers all over the world that I'm sure would be very happy to get Wellingtons if they were made available, but they're not. He just does it, just does them for us. This is very, very popular. We are very busy and not a lot of these to go around. Please grab yours while you can as we get ready for more of our fantastic and gorgeous food items. We're going to take a short break and we're going to hear from our buying team that put together really some exciting things for Christmas in July, including bright colors. Our today's special value is up next. Mr. Rastelli, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
All right, let's check in with our buying team and see what's happening in the world of bright colors.
I think that bright